Alright guys, this first section, fairly simple. Your second finger is going to go on the 7th fret of the low E string. Your third finger is going to hit the 8th fret of the G string, and you're going to pull off to your first finger on the 6th fret of the G string. You're going to hit the 9th fret of the B string with your little finger and the 6th fret of the high E string together. You're going to slide up to the 11th fret of the B string and finish on the 7th fret of the B string. Okay, to finish that section, you're going to come down to the 9th fret of the low E string with your second finger, palm mute it. You're going to use your third finger on the 10th fret of the G, and then hit another palm muted hit on the low E string on the 7th fret. So that whole section. The next lick, you're going to bar the 9th fret on the high E and the B strings, and then sweep upwards through those notes. You're going to come down to your first finger on the 6th fret of the D string, hammer on to the 8th fret of the D, going to come up to the 6th fret of the G string, and then hammer on to the 8th of the G. Finish on the 6th fret of the B. You're going to come up to the 10th fret of the G string and slide down to the 6th. So that whole section. Those two parts together. Okay, this next lick is a minor 7 arpeggio. Your second finger is going to go on the 6th fret of the low E. Your first finger is going to hit the 4th fret of the A. Third finger is going to hit the 6th fret of the D string, pull off down to the 4th, and then you're going to finish off on the 7th fret of the low E. The next section, we're going to go to the 6th fret of the G, up to the 8th fret of the G, to the 7th fret of the B, 6th fret of the high E. Okay, next we're going to slide from the 9th fret of the B up to the 11th, and then play another singular 9th, 11th on the B. Okay, the next section, we're going to palm mute the 9th to the 11th of the low E, and then we're going to play a legato lick. So you're going to pick the 13th of the high E, pull off to the 11th, pull off to the 9th of the high E, pick the 11th of the B, and then pull off to the 9th of the B. Palm mute the 9th fret of the low E, and then come back up to the B on the 7th fret for some more legato. We're going to start off on the 7th fret of the B, hammer on to the 9th, hammer on to the 11th, and then pull off back to the 7th. Next we're going to go to the 10th fret of the G string, pull off to the 8th, to the 6th of the G string, and then come down and finish on the 8th fret of the D string. Make sure you finish off on your third finger on that 8th fret D. So you're ready for your second finger to go back to that 7th fret low E. Okay, so the next section starts off the same way as the first. Up to the 6th fret of the B string, and this time we're going to play a legato lick. So we're going to do the hammer-ons from the 6th to the 8th, and then this time we're going to come with our little finger down to the 10th fret of the G string, pull off to the 8th fret of the G string, to the 6th fret of the G string. We're we're going to come up to the 6th fret of the high E string with our first finger, down to the 11th fret of the B string, and pull off to the 9th, to the 7th, and then slide down to the 6th. And then we're going to come to the 10th fret of the G string, finish off on the 7th fret of the low E with a palm mute. So that whole lick. Next, we're going to come with our first finger up to the 6th fret of the G string, up to the 8th fret of the G string, to the 7th fret of the B, and then we're going to play a minor 7 shape. So we're just going to hit the 6th fret of the low E string, 6th fret of the D, G and B, skipping the A string. After the chord, we're going to come up to the 9th fret of the B string, to the 11th fret of the B string. We're going to palm mute the 9th fret of the low E to the 11th fret of the low E. We're going to pull off from the 13th of the high E to the 11th to the 9th. Pick the 11th and pull off down to the 9th of the B string. This last little lick is a bit different to the first time. There's no pause in it this time, so you're going to start off on the 7th fret of the B string, hammer onto the 9th, the 11th, and then pull off back to the 7th. And then immediately come down to the 10th fret of the G string, 8th fret of the G string, 6th fret of the G string, 8th fret of the D string, 6th fret of the D string. Okay, this next section is exactly the same as the first one, except on the 8th fret of the G string, you're going to pick an artificial harmonic and bend it before continuing. The final section is exactly the same as you've done before. And you're going to finish on the 6th fret of the G string. Before it moves on to the next section, which I'm going to do in the next video. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be doing this song in small sections because it's just easier to digest, so keep an eye out for the next one.